Hey friends, it's Laurel from Macanudo. Happy Friday. I hope that you guys are having great weather where you are and you're able to get outside and enjoy the sunshine and enjoy a great cigar. So speaking of cigars, that's why we're all here, right? My featured cigar of the week is the Macanudo M Bourbon. So if you are not familiar with the cigar, do not fret, I'm here to tell you about it. But the Macanudo M series is actually relatively new for Macanudo. We started with the M Coffee back in 2018 at our trade show, and if you assume that one is flavored like coffee, you would assume correctly. If you are interested in hearing about that blend, I made a video on it a few weeks back, you can go and check it out. But that's not what we're talking about today. We are talking about the M Bourbon. So you hear the word bourbon in the name, but I'm here to tell you that it's so much more than just simply a bourbon infusion. It's actually modeled after a craft cocktail. And ironically, a craft cocktail that was made very popular in Wisconsin, where I live, and that is the Old Fashioned. Now, if you're gonna go toe-to-toe with people from Wisconsin on what liquor you should use for an Old Fashioned, we're always gonna tell you brandy. But for these purposes, this cigar is not modeled after the Wisconsin version. It is simply a bourbon Old Fashioned. So by doing it after that craft cocktail, you're getting a little bit more of the sweetness, the citrus. You're actually getting some aromatic bitters in the smoke as well as you are enjoying it. So it's very complex, and it's just so much more than bourbon, because if you think about a good bourbon when you are drinking it, you get a lot of complex notes. You're getting cedar, you're getting sweetness, you might be getting citrus, you're getting some caramel. So when we were in the blend testing process, we thought that by doing it after the cocktail, we're able to kind of hone in on those flavors you would expect from a higher quality bourbon. So overall, this blend is going to be medium bodied. We are using an Ecuadorian Connecticut shade for the wrapper. We're using additional Ecuadorian tobacco for the binder, and then Dominican tobacco for the filler. So what's great about the cigar also is that on its own, without the infusion, it's still a very medium-bodied, creamy, flavorful smoke. When I smoke a flavored cigar, I don't want the physical cigar to simply be a vessel for flavor. So we've achieved perfection with this by having it very nuanced in that you're getting the natural tobacco flavors working with that bourbon infusion. And of course, because it's after the Old Fashioned, you're still getting those citrus and the sweet notes as well as those aromatic bitters. So everything just works very, very nicely together. And it's not going to be terribly flavored. I would say on a scale of very, very sweet to not flavored at all, it comes in around the middle, maybe like a 5 or 6. But what's great is that you're still getting the flavor through and through. So even as you smoke it to the end, you're still getting that bourbon flavor, but it's not going to be overpowering. If you are a multiple cigar a day smoker and you want to grab something else immediately following smoking the M Bourbon, it's not going to linger on your palate where you are still tasting those flavor infusions, which I personally am a huge fan of. So the obvious choice for pairing would be a bourbon or an Old Fashioned, but pair with it whatever you would like. So if you are not a flavored cigar smoker, I can commiserate with you. I myself was not a huge flavored cigar smoker before we released the M line, but the coffee and the bourbon have knocked it out of the park. It's just a very nuanced, flavorful, not overpoweringly sweet, interesting cigar. I can't say enough good things about it. So if you are interested in trying it, let me know. I can help you locate one. If you've tried it and you love it, put it in the comment section. I always love hearing your comments. Have a wonderful weekend. As always, stay safe, stay smoky, and thank you for watching.